tubies! Man, we get a cross member installed and we finally get the dang motor and transmission completely mounted in this car. That's what happens. You gotta watch the whole video. First things first here, we got to make a temporary mount because we need the jack that's holding the transmission up now so that we can put it on blocks, right? You know, lift her up so we can get this one in there. So what I'm thinking is, can we use a ratchet strap? You know, like this somehow. Now we're gonna have to put some cardboards because we don't want to rip the strap. Even though it's a Walmart strap, it's still a nice strap. And just do like that. This is what we're looking like. I dang found a big old hole in the subframe down here. Grandpa did too. Now we're just gonna pull this tight and see what we can do here. And now, is it lifted? Well, I think let's take the jack down and see if it's holding. Not really.
It is. It is. It's just getting the tension.
These are like truck jack heads. But you know what? I see it from the rear shackle. That's probably a pretty good spot.
Are we high enough?
Oh yeah, man, I think so.
Okay.
That gets you access to that rear end.
Holy shit, look at the other
Oh,
side.
you got the other side up too. Wow, okay, yeah, that's high enough.
Dang.
Go throw a jack in.
Can you see that wheel over there? Dang. Look at it. I'm not kidding. Whew. Man, a lot of pumping. We got all four off the ground. Well, these are still technically on the ground, but they're up. That's what I'm saying. The transmission, it's supported very scarily by the strap because you play it like a dang banjo. But so far, everything's working out. Maybe we can get under there. Well, maybe put a broom to it so we're not so dirty. And get this cross member. I didn't even show you guys. Cody dang ordered this puppy from I don't know where, probably the Jegs. But anywho, the thing is pretty beefy. All right, I just poked myself in the eye. Anywho, come with a bunch of hardware and a new rubber mount for the middle. Well, isn't that like the best part? This is actually what talked me into doing the motor mounts. Is I was like, the transmission gets a new mount, why can't the motor? So anyhow, we got bolts and rubbers and stuff that we need for the cross member. And probably a pretty crucial part that I don't even know if we'll read them all, but we'll read just enough. Instructions. Now, I do know there's some drilling involved and some stuff because I slightly skimmed through this a couple days ago. But I'm nervous because I think it's supposed to sit on top of the subframe. Well, we can't drill holes in there with the car there, so dang. All right, well, I don't know if you can tell, we got a bunch of hardware over here, and I started doing them all the math, and I realized I didn't have 2 bolts for the ones going in transmission, so I had a dang lucky bucket over there from all the dang LS's that I dang took apart or out of trucks and stuff, you know what I mean? And I found 2 lucky culprits. Now we're just, you know, putting this in here just like so, which isn't gonna be good because our strap is not gonna be able to come out, so we're gonna have to take him out. But luckily we got this in there right now. Now we're good. Now we could probably put our strap back on if we need to. I'm just gonna leave it dangling, because we got the mount on there, so it's out of our way. So quite a bit kind of changed while we're down here, but we were in the moment. All right, once you get going, you keep going. I don't know if you can tell, but the cross member is up here. It's not exactly straight. So we're gonna get a tape measure out and do some measuring from side to side. But while I was down here, I don't know if you guys can see, but the dang exhaust is like dang near touching the frickin' subframe right there. And we need to go more toward that side. So we either need to cut that subframe, notch it for that manifold, or we need to get headers put on here that are more closer to the engine. I really don't want to cut the subframe, nor do I want to put headers on here, because headers get in the way of the spark plugs and cause a big mess. So I got some thinking to do there, but right now we're worrying about this cross member. So we got these brackets here that are coming. They're gonna bolt into these holes. Then we gotta, ow, we're all right. We gotta drill these holes into there, you know, and try and get some nuts in these little holes. So this is gonna be a little bit of a task here. But look, this cross member came with a beer bottle opener. So anytime you're under the car and you need to open a beer, you're set. Don't even have to worry. Don't even have to get back out. Sure looks like a beer bottle opener to me. Well, I'm moving along. Lunch was had. Dang warm snack was always longer than it should be. But we came back with some drill bits that we needed to be able to drill in the subframe. And I'm looking at this picture. I'm like, I don't know. I can't tell which way is which. Okay, so now we'll come down here. And I'm down here, really, I'm trying to put these brackets on. And this one is like way that way. And I need to come this way, toward this side. You know? But that one, I can't get that one on because it's so far this way. But if I'm looking at this, this looks like if I go any more this way, then we're gonna be close to here. So we already got a tighter gap than we do on this side. So it's like, I have to have this thing upside down. I have to. Because that would cause us to flip it and flip it. So we'd do two motions in one, which would put the transmission more that side and be able to get our bolt holes right. Why can't they tell you on the dang picture view from underside of car or something, you know? Because it dang confuses me. All right.
No, because it won't hit the bolt holes. So it's self-explanatory. It has to go that way. Interesting. Interesting.
Why is it so far off? Alright, I got a little bit more admitting to do. I messed up again, forgot about this. But turns out we did have the cross member correct. It was the right way. Okay? So that's good. So I'd use this ratchet strap here to be able to pull this whole thing this way. Be able to get the holes lined up. And I done measured with the tape measure from that frame, well, subframe, to, you know, I used this line because I figured that was halfway. Hopefully it is. But I got the same measurement on both sides. So now that we're, you know, centered enough for my liking, we can figure out if we got the cross member in, you know, we want it straight, not all. You know what I'm saying? So we'll do that, and then we'll mark out our holes and drill them, and we're almost done. You know, easy peasy. We got the cross member back out. It's out of the way. We got some marked holes. So let's just make some. Let's make some holes. 2 hole. 2 more to go. 2 more complete. Now we just gotta make them bigger to this size, because dang it, they don't fit yet. Now we got the Christmas tree, you know, the tornado, maybe the Tasmanian devil. That's the one I like. So let's Tasmanian devil the crap out of this. Man, Taz does a good job. We there yet? Almost. Things are moving, but slowly. It's like every step we get, we take 2 steps back. But we got a bolt hole. The bolt goes in there. Can you see it? Right here? Alright. But if you see this hole, we can't even get a finger in there, let alone hold the nut or a wrench. So, plan B. Another hole right next to it. You know what I mean? Put one right next to that hole. Way we could get a wrench in there. Right next to this hole. Bang. Maybe get our fingers in there. That's the plan. So let's just, you know, aim it for right about here. Oh, moved it. How about here? Does that look good? Let's do it. Oh, she's moving. She's moving. Well, that drill bit's done. I better change that. So, I got my glasses on. I just used a new bit. Didn't even change it. And made a hole with this one. This one will just guide me. Made a disaster of the first one. But I can get a dang wrench in there. So, let's try round 2. Now we're down here. We got some holes, so now we can put some nuts on here. Alright, well, the good news, can you see me? The good news is we got the bolts in. Well, I mean the nuts on the bolts, you know. And you seen me last struggling with the flathead. But if you just get you some electrical tape, you know, and put it around your nut and then through the hole, you know, it'll hold it for you. I don't know what I was doing with the flathead. Okay, so there's a tip for you. I don't know if you've seen what I did. But anyhow, let's move on. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm over here.
Oh, sorry. There you go.
I'd say that one's tight.
Here, let me just grab that. No. I think I'm on it.
That's tight. You know what? It ain't going nowhere. Where are you going? Nowhere. So now that you told it, we got our last one. I think I might have to give this a little more because I think I loosened that back up
Oh, nice
some
shot,
point.
man. Good eye. Look at that perfect hit.
Perfect.
Take that every day.
Boom, baby. And you know, simple as that. You know, typical, a lot of dad words and some banging, and it's in. It's good to go. Look how good it looks in here too. Ah. So now the good news is we can measure our drive shaft. So I guess we better get a tape measure out and figure out how to do that. Can you see it? What's the measurement? What's it at? Looks like 47 and a half. Dang, that's a lot shorter than I thought we needed. Well, I don't know if that's a good measurement or not, but it's a rough guess anywho, you know. And it at least tell me that this one that we got here is roughly 2 to 3 inches too long. Which is crazy to me, because I thought it'd be too short and we'd need, you know, so to have to shorten her down. And this will have to change because, you know, the output shaft is a little skinnier and smaller than this on the transmission. So I gotta find what to do with the drive shaft. But this guy right here, it has a dang, you know, northern Colorado. That's kind of where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So maybe I'll call them, you know, on Monday, because they're probably not open after, what is it, 5:30 on a Saturday. So, dang it. Call them Monday and see exactly where I need to measure from, and find out what I need to do with the drive shaft from there. The next goal we've got is transmission cooler and radiator, and you know, we got electrical, and we got to run fuel lines because I don't know if I want to trust the old ones. We got plenty to do and it's coming up fast. But what I can tell you is I'm having a ball putting this thing together. It's coming together so much nicer than I thought it would. Dang, look at that transmission. It's in there by itself. Nothing is holding it up but the stuff that's attached to the car. Got a dang oil pan that's not too low. You know, you see that cross members, whoo, just a tiny bit below that oil pan, so that's good. Who knew you could fit a truck motor in a car with just a couple simple things? Now, the hood, it's gonna be an issue, because the throttle body, so the whole intake, the alternator, it's all in the way. It's all in the way. So we got plenty of stuff to do to make the hood fit. We got interior stuff. Man, this project is too much fun. Well, dang, I was hoping to get into more of that stuff this week. You know, but I didn't expect the cross member to kick my butt as much as it did today. I didn't expect that to be an all-day task, you know? But it did. And that's about all I got for this week. Is because it took up all my dang time. So if you want to see all them other stuff come together on this car, and you want to see this car on the road, you gotta dang subscribe to the channel. And you know, I'm not saying you have to, but like I say, you'd be a lot cooler if you did. Give me a big old thumbs up if you enjoyed watching me. You know, comment what you thought. I appreciate you guys for watching. Come back next week, see what we're up to.